Hey YouTube, hey Dominica, this is Charlo, born Loubier, Dominica in the 60s. So that I don't tell you my village. But anyway, ex-police, working Roseau, Soufriere. A lot of people know me, you know. I just had to say something about that passport issue in Dominica, the sale of passport, that documentary or that news segment that was made on 60 Minutes. Sometime last week, I had the opportunity to watch that. I also had the opportunity to watch Lennox Linton in a FaceTime stuff he did on Sunday. Also, I also had the opportunity to watch the Prime Minister in a press conference that he gave. You know, and I just wanted to give my piece on this. I don't want to make this political. I know everything that we do these days, you know, is not just in Dominica, but even in the US, man, where I am right now, everything have to be political, you know, especially when, for those that involved in politics, everything is made political when sometimes it's not even needed. There's no need to make it political, to be honest, you know. I know of Lennox Linton. I remember seeing him as a TV and radio personality in Dominica for a long time. I know that he used to interview people on Mapping TV and interview politicians before he became a politician. That's what I know. I remember him, you know, and then he traveled overseas and took a job somewhere else. So I'm not too sure. But I know him as an interviewer. So I really kind of feel for him because, and I might be wrong about this, but knowing kind of how this works, 60 Minutes, when they go, and I've watched 60 Minutes for a long time. I've watched 60 Minutes, I've watched their segments and stuff, and I know when they go out to make that kind of program, and when they go to do that investigative reporting kind of stuff, there's something, when you see they go after certain thing, there's a story that they're going for, and they really dig for it. I think I'm almost certain, I might be wrong, when I look at the length of time that Lennox Linton had the opportunity to stay on in that segment, I think he was on there for like, if he was on there for 40 seconds throughout the interview, put all the little chop, and when they chop him in there, it was probably around 40, less than 60 minutes for sure. 60 seconds, sorry. He was on there for less than 60 seconds, probably like about 48 seconds, give and take. But I'm almost certain that he sat down with 60 minutes for probably close to 45 minutes to an hour, give and take. But by the time they really chop him up, and took what they wanted, then he was left with, 45 seconds, 50 seconds. And that's what they use, And whether or not that's what he really intended to bring out, I don't know. It's up to him to clarify that. If he can get his entire piece and the length, the amount of time that he actually spoke with 60 Minutes and get them to give it to him and play it, then that would be nice too. But anyway, that's done. Here's the thing about this. I know a lot of people looking at this and be like, oh man, this is gonna hurt Dominica and blah blah blah. This is nonsensical, to be honest. This can be used, as a matter of fact, this can be used to really advertise that stuff. Because I know a lot of people, dude, some of my friends saw this up here in the US, and I don't think nobody is surprised by the sale of passports. Everybody sells passports. America sells passports. Everybody does that stuff. It's business everywhere, and people know that. So it's not like it's a secret thing, like it's hidden, like it's it's done. America does this. If you're in Dubai and you're a billionaire, believe me, you can buy a passport and get to the US faster than a poor person can. So this is no big surprise. Everybody does it. It's not a hidden secret that small islands. You know, like, dude, come on. Anyway, my point I want to bring across, or part of my point I want to bring across, is this: is the business of selling passport. Of course, there will always be little holes you have to continue blocking up. The world change every day. Things change. Travel change. Immigration is always changing. And for those of us who travel a lot, we should know that. We know that. And we should teach it to people that don't know. The world is changing every day. You know, terrorism causes it to change. Business causes it to change. Every aspect, economics, I mean, everything causes immigration to change everywhere. So you have to tweak things. You have to always change your rules, your laws, your regulations. And it's up to the politicians, the people in charge, to really go in there and fix it and change things when the world change. That's a given. It's no big deal. It can be fixed. Sit down and fix this shit, man. There's no big deal about this. You guys making this bigger than it is. All of you. You know, the prime minister, the so-called and that name opposition leader and leader of the opposition. And I'm not talking about who he is right now. I'm talking about on a whole. That name needs to be gotten rid of. That thing about somebody always have to be the opposition leader. When you give somebody a name like that, all they're gonna do is oppose. And again, I'm not talking about the opposition leader right now. I've always disliked that name, because if you call a carpenter, he will do carpentry. If you call a mason, if you call a hater, he'll be a hater. You know? If you call a technician, he'll go and do technical stuff. If you call a person opposition, then they will go and oppose. And that's one of the main things in Dominica, is that the opposition in Dominica, and that's not just, I'm not talking about Labor, I'm not talking about UWP or Labor on a whole. It's always been like that. Whoever is sitting in that seat and you call them the opposition, they just want to oppose. And Dominica is too small to oppose everything. What you need to do, that same thing that you feel like you're supposed to oppose, stop opposing it and find a way to help to fix it. That's what you have to do. Be a fixer. Be a fixer. I go to work every day, and I'm telling you, it's part of what I do. I'm a fixer. I fix things. I see problems and I go towards it and I fix it. And a lot of people I know, a lot of my friends, a lot of Dominicans who are engineers, who are architects or whatever they are, that's what they do every day. They go to work and they fix things. They find ways to solve problems instead of going and just criticizing and opposing. Fix things. It takes so much energy. Right now, the energy that is spent on trying to everybody to cover their ass to protect their behind because they are politicians, that energy could be put to fixing immigration. Is something that you fix every day all over the world. People fixing immigration, and the selling of passport is part of immigration. There is nothing wrong with what you guys doing. It's okay. It's been done now for almost 30 years. And dude, so what? Fix it. All the little holes, that's all the little gaps, all the little mistakes, and there will always be mistakes because, like I said, things are changing in the world. So, fix it. For the past week, since that news thing went out, everybody just blah blah in their mouth instead of saying, okay, what's the problem? Let's fix it. Let's sit down and fix it. Let's sit down and discuss it and fix it. Instead, everybody not covering their ass and shit. You guys need to grow up, man. Seriously, you guys need to grow up. And I'm gonna continue listening to you guys. I have my YouTube channel. Normally I don't do and I don't want this to be politics, to be honest. This is not politics. The This is just me trying to express myself while I'm driving in my car. I'm going home. I just left work. But normally on my channel, I do other stuff. I do, you know what, fixing things and whatever, and vlogging, different kind of vlogging. I try to stay away from confrontational stuff, but I'm not confronting anybody, to be honest. I'm just trying to express myself and hope that I can reach one person and have them understand that we are too small a nation to be opposing everything, and we should be fixing things, you know, and stop politicizing things. Everything is not political. Everything, and that's the thing, that everything is not political, dude. It's really not. Look at it, really and truly. Look at the things around you. Everything is not political. Helping the people around you is not political. It's just the right thing to do. That's it. It's time that, you know, we grow up, you know. And it's not just Dominica. It's all around you, dude. It's the world. Like everything. Like we make everything political. We wake up in the morning and the sun didn't shine. Oh, it's political. No, it's not, dude. So it's time we grow up. And this video is getting too long too. So this is Charlie, aka Charlo from Loubier. Ex-police, old police. They call me old police, something like that. I'm out.